Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name is Tom Novak, and this is Phase 2. Today is April 25th of 2023. It's Tuesday. It's 41 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius at about 9:50 p.m. We're going to do the second odd couple, our mangrove and one juniper in there. We're going to use the same mix of unmilled sphagnum moss for the mangrove and Ted's mix for the juniper, but let's see if they got roots. So here it is. Let's dump it. And as you can see, this mangrove has a little bit more of a root system going here. So that's good. And let's see how our juniper is doing. I'm going to put this in some water for now. And how's our juniper? Now this one only has a slight root system going for it. And you can see all the new roots growing. So we're going to get this into another pot. And we're going to spray the roots until we can get the pot going. And I'm going to try not to disturb the roots on it. And really get it nice and wet. And this is the substrate I put it in. This is what you get at any good aquarium shop. So it rooted good together into this little pot here. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad we got a nice root system going in there. So let's take all this old soil out. Put it on the side for now. Man, that stuff really worked. That was good. So now I got a pot ready for it. We're going to do our juniper first. But what we're going to do, as you can see, it's only got a small root system. So we're going to take these roots off high up here. Whoops. Broke a piece off. So I'm just going to take these high roots off. Just like that. And leave these other ones on even if they're looking a little crooked. But I got to get this little guy growing. So what I'm going to do is, because I got all kinds of cuts on my fingers, my hands all dried out from using soil. So let me get my gloves on. If I can get my fingers in them. And we'll go from there. See, some got a good root system, some do not, but I don't know, and it's growing, so I don't want to lose it. So let's get our Ted's mix going here. Let me get my cup. I got my screen in the pot. There we go, just like that. And you're wondering where Kevin's at. He's sacked out. He was outside all day. I got my Miklos root pack here. Yeah, the tips of them roots are growing, so I got to get this in. So we want to save this little tree here. Tell them what you do with your rubber band. We'll have to get another one. Put this on the side for now. And let me give the root pack a little spray. Oops, everything's falling apart on me here. So let's try not to disturb our roots as much as we can. Let's get it in, even if they circle a little bit. Let them get in there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get it down. Oh, Tom, you're all thumbs this day. What's going on? So what I'm going to do is put the root pack on top of these roots to hold them in place. And then the tree on the top. I don't care which way it's looking. Anytime it's going this way and not that way, that's all right. Right now I want to get some roots growing on this tree. See, some are all different, the way they root. But at least this one's surviving. The roots are starting to grow. There, let's get this in. There. And then we're going to gently push it in because it's a brittle little root system here. This is Ted's Mix. There we go. Now you're going to say, Tom, you're not using the chopstick in there. That's because there's only one root. And we got it buried into the root pack. Let me get my spoon. And just put this in. See, everyone's different. It all depends. Let me get my spoon. Get it in. I just want this tree to grow. It's in the training pot. Let's bury the roots. Get them in the best we can. Well, looks like it doesn't want to stand up, but once we get water on it, it should hold. There. Let's get some more soil in there. Ah, rocks. We don't have rocks. But from the old plant that didn't grow, I can put a nice fence around it to hold it up. Let's put them there. I got my little fence from the other tree that didn't grow. So, just for a little bit added support to hold them in place. No, I don't use wires. I believe that I can get this thing, this little tree, to hold in this position with these little fences. So, let's get some water in there because there's no root system hardly here to hold it in place. So with these little fences, that should help to hold it in place. Let's get Mr. Elephant and give him some water. I think we're doing it all right. Yes, we are. Now you don't want to spin your tree too much because you don't want to get it dizzy. That's a little play on words. But now, see, when you water in it, it's holding our tree in place. Let's get our fence in there to hold it in. Okay, Tom. Get them fingers working there, kid. Just to hold it up. And then we're going to let's take my cup out of here. Cover up the mix. And Tom, what'd you do with that little cup? Here it is. To help hold it in place, we're going to use this Carib Sea Peace River gravel. And that'll help to hold the fence into place too. There we go. Just helping to hold it in place and help them roots get growing. This is what I'm using. Supernatural's Carob Sea Peace River Gravel. Get it at any good aquarium shop. And if they don't have it, they'll order it for you. There. See, you never know what kind of a root system you get. The other two rooted very good. Well, this guy had a bit of a problem, but he was a little bit bigger of a cutting, but he did root. And don't forget, I just did this in the fall of last year. So we got our fences holding them in place. And he'll sit here. And I know with the fence that this one's got a light root system, but you can see all the growing tips on there. So that's good. So there it is. With the little fence holding them up. So if you got nothing to help you out, just get some little trinkets. We can put our bench here. And there you have it. So let's see how he'll do. Let me put him here. And now let's work on our mangrove. I didn't know what type of root system to use because I thought I was going to use this one with the little roots, but I'm going to use this guy. And of course, you know what we're going to use. Let me get this off so we can have a clean slate, so to say. There we go. Alright, I got my moss all set to go. Let me close up Ted's bucket. Lash is saying, come on, Tom, let's get some sleep here. Not yet, Lash. So what I'm going to do is take the moss, take a good handful and stick it in. Now, I'm washing all the excess soil off. There. And you can see how the root system was holding in there. So now I have to get our moss inside the cavity. So I'm just going to move the roots and stick it inside the cavity. Just like that. We got to get it inside the cavity. So this way here it'll help the roots to spread out. And let's get it in there. Now remember, you got to pack it in. You're going to say, Tom, how's your fingers from yesterday? My fingers are good. Well, before I started yesterday, I made sure, before I did this video, I was all juiced up on carrot juice for 3 days in a row. And today I drank 3/4 of a quart just to get going. It's a lot of carrot juice. There. Whoa, Tom. What you doing there, buddy? You're not thinking. There we go. Well, don't grow old, people. That's what you got, you forget. There. Let's get this out of the way. Put our bucket here. Put a paper towel down here so we dry our bucket. And remember, with sphagnum moss, we gotta push it into the pot. Now this is a smaller pot from yesterday. So, you can see on this mangrove, the roots grew more than the other mangrove, but the roots on the junipers grew more than that one. On this one, the roots grew, and the roots just started growing on the other one. So, no two are alike. Remember, you gotta really fire them fingers in there. Fire them in, fire them in, fire them in. Remember, fire them in, fire them in, fire them in. We gotta get our mangrove to grow. There we go, fire it in. There. I had just enough moss to do it. And I almost used a whole bag. You're gonna say, Tom, that's a lot of moss. I know it's a lot of moss, but hey, you gotta do it. I don't know if you can see how much is in there, but we gotta really, really push it in there. There. Don't worry about the roots. The moss will heal them and make them grow. You say, Tom, you're damaging the roots. No, you're not. There. Brian Batchelder really did some remarkable trees. Really remarkable. I just wish PBS in Florida had his show on recording. There we go. In we go. Real nice. Real nice. Now, he died because it's a very rare disease. Very, very rare. With working with sphagnum moss for 11 years. I don't know if he had a cut or something, but from moss you can get a disease that'll knock you out if not caught in time. But that's why I wear gloves. Remember, push it in. Push it in. Push it in. Push it in. Fire them hands into there. Now, if you got arthritis, I don't recommend using this method unless you got somebody to help you. So this way here, you can try different trees or different methods to do. Don't just get stuck with regular bonsai soil. Try something different. It's not going to hurt. There we go. We got it in there. Nice and solid. Look at that. You can see underneath. You want that drainage. So, just push it a little more, get it settled better. We got it in nice and solid, nice and solid. Pack it in good. Okay, that's phase 2. So let's see how this guy grows. And, of course, our little juniper with the white tips on it. So hopefully I didn't damage them much. And the Miku's root pack will help them to regenerate their root system. So, fingers crossed on the little guy. Got a little bench in there for him. And our mangrove, of course. And then later on, if I can get some moss growing in the garden or outside, we'll try it out. We'll place it in there and maybe it'll grow, or maybe I'll buy some live moss. Who knows? You don't know unless you try. Okay, so let's get the gloves off. Today's Tuesday, it's detective night. I'm going to put on some good old Dragnet. But there's always Sherlock Holmes, Gangbusters. What else? I can't think. Brain's dead today. A little shorty and a longie, but you know what I say? Cup of tea tonight. Good old-fashioned detective show, old-time radio, and don't be afraid to try. The odd couple work together, except this one grew the roots and this one just started. So hopefully I can save the little guy. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, everybody. Take care. Enjoy that cup of tea. and some good old time radios tonight. Take care, everybody.